Welcome to Ramo. I am so excited to have you here for this very expansive and provocative conversation about what's going on in your mind-body system and why this is one of the most important questions you can ask. Today, we're going to talk about, are you carrying a thought virus? And what are the implications of that? And how do you actually dissolve this so you return to your natural state, which is one of health, power, and well-being? I am a physician sharing about mind-body medicine, how your thoughts, your emotions affect your physical, and how you are in fact in charge of creating things, your body, your health, your life in a new way. So I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from in the world. I'm so grateful for all the new people who have found this community. I am a physician, and I've shared MindBody TV because I've found, we have the power within ourselves. And until we begin to ask these bigger questions, connect within, instead of just always looking outside of ourselves, we will continue to just be like a hamster on the wheel, looking, searching more and more. And then it's like things become more and more complex. We have to search more and more far and wide when the answers actually lie within ourselves. So let's open this communication and access our true power, because that is the way we create heaven on earth. That is the way we create a conscious medical system, which is one that assists us in living our highest vitality, one that assists us in living the passionate, meaningful, fulfilling life we're here to live, not one that only treats the surface symptoms and neglects everything else and actually makes us less healthy as we get treated. That's not actually a true healthcare system. And so we've got to wake up. We've got to wake up to begin to look for ourselves, communicate within ourselves. It's not a matter of censoring people because maybe it's bad information. It's about waking people up so that they can see the difference. When you're awake with your eyes open, you know the difference between the truth and a lie. The truth is aligned with something in you, and everything else is a lie. Doesn't matter if it's the smartest person in the world saying it. When you're connected within, you see the difference. You don't need some massive, infrastructure of like a parenting to do it for you because you're somehow not capable, or you're here and you can wake up and you can begin to see. And that comes from your inner connection. So when you're connected within, you cannot be fooled. You will see the truth, and the truth will set you free. So what I wanted to talk about today is, are you infected with a thought virus? Because what we have seen clinically is that what leads to chronic health problems that are not getting better no matter what we do, people living in chronic anxiety or clinical depression for years or decades, people living in chronic fatigue or with strange obscure diseases we don't even have names for yet. And your body has the ability to heal itself. The wisdom that created you and still courses through you already knows how to create a rearrangement and a rebalancing to let your body heal. So I have a pictorial for today because we're going to talk about how the most impactful thing on your physical body, your health, your well-being, and all of the circumstances in your life has to do with an idea. An idea is the most powerful medicine or toxin. What am I talking about? When we live under these collective ideas that we are a solid, physical, separate thing, and oh my gosh, the world is not safe, I've got to fend for myself. The idea my value lies outside of me, and the idea that my power, whether I have power and get taken care of, is conditional. I've got to show up and do the right things and avoid the wrong things and prove myself and prove my worth and get the right degree and follow the rules. And if I don't do that, I'm in trouble. So wherever we make our power conditional, our value outside of us, and we're living in a world that's not safe, guess what happens? Those ideas, which are belief systems that get integrated in the body, generate inflammation in our chemistry. And so, yes, this will eventually downstream lead to physical dis-ease, whether it's degenerative joints, and you just think, well, I'm just getting older. I mean, that's how it goes, right? No, it's the thought virus having a prolonged effect on your body where now it's consuming more energy than you're generating. Whether it be, I've got to work harder, money doesn't go on trees, I have to go earn it and prove myself, and I can never stop. So your actions and your behaviors are driven by these thought viruses, these ideas that are toxic. What about an idea that's expansive? Like the idea of, I'm connected with everyone and everything around me. My value comes from within, and my well-being is unconditional. It is unconditionally available to me. Now, you tell me if you drop into your body, take a few deep breaths, just let the belly expand out on the inhale, let your shoulders relax, and you feel into the frequency of option A and option B. What do you know? What do you sense? What are you aware of? Option A, your power is outside of you. Your value is conditional. You got to work, you got to prove, you got to go, go, go. You can never stop. You're not safe. Just ask your body, how does it feel in my body? Triggering of inflammation and fight or flight and sympathetic nervous system. Or, hey, yeah, that feels great. Okay. Option B, I'm connected with everyone and everything. My well-being is unconditional. It's my birthright. It's always available. I can open and receive it. My power lies within my being. My value is unconditional. So just the frequency of that idea actually has an effect on you. And this is what I wanted to show as a pictorial. If you're new to the community, I would love to hear how you found us, what you think of this work so far. If you are a veteran member of our community, share where are you tuning in from, and please share how does this resonate with you? What do you feel in your body when I share idea 1, idea 2, and maybe you feel it in a certain area, like under the rib cage, the solar plexus, you feel like right in this area here. You feel a fluttering or a speeding up, right? It's triggering your nervous system. Maybe you feel it on your heart, a heaviness, a pressure, or a awe on your neck. Where do you feel? Is it the world laying on your shoulders? Okay. Your body doesn't lie. It will register the frequency of everything around you, and it will know truth from lie. It is not something you have to study or something you have to learn from someone outside you, right? Because in the old idea, I got to go to the expert. I'm so disconnected from myself. Because in the old idea, why would I connect with myself? There's nothing in there, right? I'm just this solid, separate physical thing, and I got to learn it and I got to make my way. So I go and I ask the expert, please, please tell me what to do. So you get some answers. Maybe they even work, but then things change. You either can't sustain them or they just stop working. So you got to go to another expert. And not only does this get busy and overwhelming, it's expensive. You're putting money into something that isn't actually bringing you back more than what you invested. It's just you got to keep going to get more and get more because it's crumbs. Your system is consuming, and your system is actually consuming more energy than it's creating. So you're always going down the slope toward dis-ease, degeneration. The body can't sustain itself. And the other part of this equation, what if I could open within? My body receives what it needs. It shows me the way. I am led. I am guided. The life force that created me is still coursing through me, creating for me. I'm here for a reason. I'm living my purpose. I receive more energy back than what I put into or invest in my day and in my life. So you make wise investments of either financial or your time investment or relationships or the activities you're doing, like really take fruit and make a difference in the world, and you receive that meaning and purpose and feel more alive. Okay, so the idea can either be a medicine or a poison. Many of us have been living in this thought virus. So I'm going to show here, I have two pictorials I created. I wasn't crazy about the first one, but I think it's really helpful. So I'm going to bring it in. So we've got the physical. Tip of the iceberg. This is what I see. Oh, I think you have blah, 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 blah disease. Yep. Here's what we're going to do. And we ignore what's underneath, the surface. We're just looking at the tip of the iceberg. However, everything that's created in the physical, your cells are constantly turning over, regenerating, developing either health or disease. You can repair the DNA, you can repair the degenerative cells, they can change, and you're always creating new cells. They can be created from a new template of health. Now, what determines the physical and how it gets created and recreated? To a huge extent, the emotional. Molecules of Emotion. It was a great book written by Candace Pert, maybe 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. Life goes so fast. Anyway, we see these are chemicals floating around in the body that either have a helpful, healthy, life-giving effect on our cells, on our DNA, or a deleterious, harmful effect on our cells, our chemistry, our DNA. So the emotions are constantly like the soup your cells are being bathed in, and it's not the cell or the DNA, it's the soup. What are the chemicals, the environment telling that cell what to do? Well, what feeds into how we feel and the chemicals of our emotions, our thoughts, our beliefs. What do we believe is true? So imagine you're living in this reality where I got to fend for myself. I'm not safe, even unconsciously, and it's driving a constant underlying low-grade feeling of anxiety, uncertainty. Maybe I do some things and yeah, I feel good, but it's only a matter of time, and it's very superficial because underneath that is that sense of I'm not in well-being, I'm not safe, I'm not okay, I can't truly let go. The best I can do is stay in control, tighten, be hyper vigilant, keep going. Well, eventually that's going to wear down. It's extremely costly to put all your energy into that pattern. So it's going to affect how you feel emotionally. It's going to affect your cellular, your DNA, and what happens physically. So you're living in this constant idea, belief, this thought virus, and it's generating everything happening in your system. The other thing that impacts your health are your choices, your actions. I went to the gym today. I drank lots of water. I went for a walk barefoot on the ground and did some grounding and earthing. Wow, my health is positively impacted. But what allows us to make those choices? What allows us to even know what those choices are? Because sometimes going to the gym could be really bad. You're like, I'm overdoing it. How do I know? We've got to be connected. So my beliefs, what do I see? My beliefs determine what I see. And I believe you should just keep working hard. And so you make these choices, you overwork yourself, and you have a harmful effect on your health. Or I believe I should only eat green vegetables. Great, let's see what that creates, because your body's going to play it out. Your beliefs impact your choices and actions, but your attention, where you put your awareness, determines your beliefs. Is your attention out there on what everyone tells you is true? I got to do this. Oh, wait, now they changed it. I got to do that. Oh, wait, now that's bad. Or is your attention here, present, within, listening? Because this is where the source of life lies, within you. So where you put your attention is going to show you the beliefs. Whoa, I started paying attention to how I'm feeling, and those things they're telling me are true just feel off. I mean, I know everybody says it, and that guy's super smart, and he's got 25 degrees, and everybody thinks he's great, but I'm paying attention here, and there's something else emerging, right? So we begin to see the truth when we listen, when we connect, and then it changes our beliefs. Whoa, maybe everything out there, maybe everyone else is under that same thought virus, and it's not actually true. We can only know the truth when we connect. So we change where we put our attention. It's going to change our beliefs. And you see this everywhere, right? I'm listening to that guy. So I believe we should blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm listening to this guy. I think we should only ever eat fill in the blank. Well, I'm listening to this person and I don't think we should eat anything. It's all toxic, right? Your beliefs are determined on where you put your attention. And there's a bajillion things out there to put your attention on that are going to generate different beliefs, different choices and actions, and different outcomes in the physical. Until we might make going door to door to door to door to find it and I'm finally going to find the right one. But until we put our attention here, it will elude us because the whole outer world is part of that thought virus. It's all a show to point you back home because maybe it's the 100th person you ask and you realize maybe it's not out there at all. Maybe it's the 1,000th person. Keep going, get your clarity. And you finally go, well, I guess I'll give it a try, right? Because connecting within can be uncomfortable at first. You might feel stuff you didn't want to feel. I kind of wanted to avoid this for another 20 years. And when you get the clarity, 10 out of 10 clarity that it's not out there, you'll do it. You'll connect, you'll look, you'll consider, you'll open and receive the inner guidance, the inner wisdom. Okay, so what did I want to show here is, we got this pathway. What we put our attention on determines what we believe, determines what we choose, determines what happens in our health. But there's this whole underlying thing happening where our thoughts not only determine what we do, our actions and behaviors, and then affect our health, they actually directly impact our cells. So try this with me now. Have the thought just for a moment. I'm a loser. I'll never make it. It's hopeless. Nothing will ever happen to me. Who knows what this chick is saying? It's all crap. Life is never going to work out for me and I might as well get used to it. Okay, just, you know where I'm going. Feel the quality of that. There is an effect, the molecules of the thoughts, they're neurotransmitters. Most of them are created in the gut that affect every cell in your body, that determine what you think and what you see. Okay, so erase the chalkboard of that. Blow away the chalk dust. Thank you for playing. Now I want you to embody the thought, life is on my side. I am taken care of, even if it doesn't appear true right now. I can connect within and allow that to open more and more and show me. It's okay for me to know I'm safe and to let go of fear. Okay. Or just what if it were okay? Because for some of you, that might be too high frequency. What if it were okay for me to be safe and let go of fear? Maybe part of you is like, no way it's safe to let go of fear. Gotta hold it on. What if it were okay for me to let go, to know I'm safe and to let go of fear and then feel the quality of that? Now that's a thought, it's an idea, but it has a physiological effect. These are neurotransmitters. These are signals. These are part of your immune system, part of your nervous system. Even your digestive system is playing along in this mix, and they are directly affecting your body, not just through what you believe and then what you choose, and those actions create an outcome, directly affecting your cells, even your DNA expression, turning on certain genes, turning off certain genes. What's happening in my body? Okay. Your emotions, I know I didn't draw that as clearly, are also part of this. Now, aren't thoughts and emotions connected? Oh, yes. What you believe is going to affect what you feel, and then what you feel is going to either strengthen those beliefs or change those beliefs, right? I feel good. Life's on my side. Yeah, it's true, right? But it's temporary because it's just based on this current emotional state. These are actually also independent. You can have emotions that get triggered in the body from the unconscious, like maybe you had something that happened when you were young and it involved a man in a red hat, and now you're in a train and this, even though you don't even consciously notice, there's a person over there with a red hat, it will trigger a physiologic emotional effect. Maybe all of a sudden you like, I'm about to have a panic attack. I don't even know why. Or, oh, I have to eat. I have to eat. Or I don't, just some other behavior where you're trying to suppress the negative emotions. Yeah, it affects your choices. Maybe you start binge eating, or you start like getting on social media and distracting, anything to keep those emotions suppressed. You'll do behavior. Yeah, those affect your health, but the emotions directly impact your cells, molecules of emotion. They're floating around in your body. They're not just thoughts, they're also physiologic active components. They're going to attach onto those cells and signal those cells to do certain things. Higher frequency emotions are healthy for your cells. Hey, cells, let's do this. And the cells exhibit vibrant health. Lower frequency emotions, yes, have a harmful effect on your cells. But as I have shared before, and I've shared in my courses, I'll include some in the link here so you can go forward into this. It's not the emotion itself, it's resistance to those emotions, resisting the shame, resisting the fear. Oh, I'll never open my heart. No one's going to get the better of me. And we close, but we encapsulate those stuck emotions. They're spinning and spinning, right? Energy in motion, but they're in a tight arrangement trying to move versus, I can let these emotions flow through. Yes, sometimes there's shame. Wow, there's a lot of fear. Your body will breathe them out. You will transmute those energies. You can do this. So you can resolve. It's resolving the resistance to the emotions that will allow them to have a healthy impact on your body. And so these are direct. Now, our circumstances can trigger our thoughts. Something happens. Oh no, I'm not safe. It'll never be okay. Or our circumstances can trigger our emotions. So these are all related. I should draw a line here as well. Thoughts and emotions impact each other, right? You have a certain emotion, you're all of a sudden going to start thinking different thoughts. You're angry. I can't believe he did this to me. And I never did like him anyway. But it's driven by your emotional state, not necessarily the truth. Likewise, you start believing certain thoughts, certain idea viruses, it's definitely going to affect how you feel. But you are at choice. You are at choice. When you practice bringing your attention here now, which is the foundation of everything I teach, you get your power back. You begin to discern between truth and the thought virus. You begin to discern between the intelligence that created me and creates me and is here for me, available, and the lie. You don't need to keep living the lie. The truth will set you free. So you are invited to be in a deeper connection with yourself, soft shoulders, full body, full breath, soft body, full breath. Or hey, get hijacked, you find yourself over and over. Oh, there I am again. Come back. The body is always here. It only ever lives in the now. So no matter where you get hijacked by the thought virus, come back. Take a few deep breaths. The instant elevation process guides you through that. I will link that program here. This is the most powerful way I've found to get to truth. And so investments you make from the heart, yes, ding, 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 ding. Let's do that. Let's play with that. Let's do that program and learn this technique. It has a 5-day challenge that I'm creating. It will guide you through. It's going to let you practice with the instant elevation technique and begin using this on your own. And it has a lot of other major nuggets in it. We've updated it, upgraded it, and I've put it in a new format to bring you through a guided journey to connect with your intelligence and to let it work in your system. You are in charge. You could close to it, you can open. It does take courage because we've been in this environment where we're told, you're not safe, don't ever open, stay in control. You just got to get curious. Is that my truth or the thought virus? So I'd love to share the resources with you. I'm at drkimd.com. Make sure you get on our list because my new book is coming out, Be Your Own Healer, this fall, and we'll make sure that you're one of the first ones to have a copy. We also have the Instant Elevation Program available, so I'll include the link for that here. You can begin this journey to your own awakening and power, accessing that power right now today. We're here every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for MindBody TV on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain in the MindBody community or my YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo. So if you're in Facebook, go to the MindBody community. Our coaches and mentors are there standing by to assist you with this process. It can get tricky because the thought virus will hijack you and make it so complex. Go back to the heart. Breathe in and out. It's a singular organ. It will bring you to the truth. The truth is within you. So many blessings to you. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of MindBody TV. Thank you for tuning in to MindBody TV. I would love to hear from you. Post a comment with any question, insight, aha, or just to say hello. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so you stay tuned for weekly episodes. I'll see you next week.